So welcome back. So in previous lecture we have seen the instrumentation and the experimental setup that is used for the Masbow spectroscopy. So next is its application part, and the applications are very specific. Okay, so applications are for the inorganic and biological ion samples. Okay, ion samples. So in that various parameters are used. Okay, so Masbow parameters are various parameters are used. So first parameter is the chemical shift or the isomer shift. Okay, chemical shift or the isomer shift. So we have seen that given nuclei might be having the okay, given nuclei might be having the spin state either 1 by 2 or 3 by 2 or 5 by 2. Okay, so in like introductory part of the nuclear magnetic resonance, that is NMR spectroscopy, we have seen that the nucleus having the spin value less than 1, nucleus having the spin value less than 1 will show the symmetrical uh, okay, distribution of radiations. Okay, symmetrical distribution of radiations, symmetrical distribution of radiations. But in the case of our nucleus having the spin value greater than 1 by 2 or specifically 1, the it will be show the quadrupolar momentum. Okay, quadrupolar momentum. And if the spin value of nucleus is less than 1, it will be showing the dipolar interaction. Okay, so dipolar interaction is symmetrical, but that quadrupolar interaction with the radiation is non-symmetrical. Okay, so due to this unsymmetrical nature of the radiations, the lines are splitted into the various parts. Okay, so these lines are splitted into the quadrupole various parts. So that splitting is called as a quadrupolar splitting. Okay, so first is your the chemical shift. Okay, chemical shift or the isomer shift. So in chemical or isomer shift, as a result of electrostatic interaction between the nucleus and the electron in the solid state, the nuclear energy levels are shifted in both the source and the absorber material. So this shift is called as a isomer shift. Okay, so due to the interaction of uh, electric radiations with the nucleus and the electrons in the solid, the nuclear energy are get shifted in both the source and the absorber. So this shift is nothing but your isomer shift. Okay, the shift is nothing but isomer shift or the chemical shift. So this isomer shift will give the information about the molecular symmetry, oxidation state, and the character of bond or the spin state of the given nuclei. Okay, the uh, like specifically this chemical shift is related with the s electron count of the given nucleus. Okay, and the s electron count will resulted into the like it will gives you the information about the this parameter. Like first is the molecular symmetry, oxidation state, then characteristic bonds, and the spin state of a given nuclei. Okay, so next is the nuclear electric quadrupole interaction. Okay, nuclear electric quadrupole interaction. So next phenomenon is the nuclear quadrupole interaction, electric quadrupole interaction. So suppose we are having the nuclei having spin state less than 1, then we get the symmetrical distribution of nucleus. Okay, symmetrical distribution of nucleus. But if the nuclei is having the spin value greater than 1 by 2, greater than 1 by 2, then we get the splitting of our okay, splitting of our signals. Okay, splitting of the lines in the spectrum. So in iron 57 case, the minimum spin value is the 3 by 2. Okay, so which is greater than 1. So here it should be greater than 1. Okay, greater than 1. Here the iron value for iron, it is the 3 by 2 value. So the quadrupole moment of iron 57 nucleus in the absorber nuclei interacting with the electric field gradient. Okay, electric field gradient. Then so here, due to the unsymmetrical nuclear arrangement, the field will the resulting interaction will split the excited state energy levels into the two lines. The splitting is being called as the electric quadrupole splitting. Okay, so due to the unsymmetrically or the not symmetrical spherically symmetrical electric field, the lines are splitted, and that splitting is called as the electric quadrupole splitting. Okay, the quantity of the electric quadrupole splitting is called as the nuclear electric quadrupole coupling constant. Okay, so the electric quadrupole splitting is useful for the information about the molecular symmetry, character of the bond, and the spin state. Okay, characteristic bonds and the spin state. So here we are seeing the electrical splitting. Okay, so this is also called as a Stark effect. Okay, so the splitting due to the electrical quadrupole interaction is also called as a Stark effect. Okay, so next one is the magnetic splitting. Okay, next one is the magnetic splitting. This is also called as a nuclear Zeeman splitting. Okay, or the magnetic hyperpine splitting. So the once we get the excited nuclei in the spin state greater than 1 greater than 1, so the lines are get splitted into the like due to the electrical component, it gets splitted into the two parts. Okay, so once that gets splitted into the two parts, if we apply the external magnetic field, like here we are seeing that external magnetic field having the field strength not equals to 0 is applied. So due to that applying of the external magnetic field, we get the various splitted lines. Okay, so various excitation signals are obtained, and the like there is a selection rule for the excitation. So the selection rule is the delta ml is either 0 or plus or minus 1. Okay, so here all these interactions are occur, but the selection rule, that is the acceptable interaction, will be the if the delta ml value is either 0 or plus or minus 1. Okay, so then only we can get the like acceptable excitation of that particular nucleus. Okay, so the external splitter Zeeman splitting is caused by the splitting of nuclear energy level by the magnetic field by the magnetic field B. Okay, the metallic state of the ion is very large, and the internal magnetic field of the order 30 Tesla. Okay, therefore very large splitting with the 6 times to that of the Masbow spectrum will occur if we apply the external magnetic field. Due to the interaction between magnetic dipole moment and the magnetic field, it will give the information about the magnetic interaction, that is the paramagnetic, whether the given compound is paramagnetic, diamagnetic, or the ferromagnetic. Okay, so depending upon the splitting of these radiations, we get the spectrum based upon its paramagnetic nature, diamagnetic nature, and the ferromagnetic nature. Okay, so these are the certain important parameters that are generally used for the Masbow spectroscopy. So in particular, there might be like a specific question for isomer shift and quadrupole splitting, or isomer shift and magnetic splitting, and also there might be like combined question like what are the various parameters that we are going to study under the Masbow spectroscopy. So the parameters are like chemical shift or isomer shift. Then the second parameter is the electrical quadrupole interaction. This is also called as a nuclear electric quadrupole splitting or the Stark effect. And the third one is the magnetic splitting or the nuclear Zeeman splitting. Okay, so it is also called as a Zeeman effect. Okay, nuclear splitting. So next part is the applications of the mass Bauer spectroscopy. Okay, so in application we are having the three applications: isomer shift and oxidation state of the given ion atom. Next one is the coordination number of ion, and the next one is the quadruple splitting due to the asymmetric nature. Okay, so these three applications are there, and these applications are specific for the ion atom. Okay, ion atom. So we can see that application in the next lecture.